have some topics here about the resoluteness,
Mm-hmm.
about what does it mean to being able to keep your direction, and about family relationships and father and son relationships.
Yeah, I always love to use the example of the wolves. If you look to the biology of the wolves, it's very similar like our human biology. Father wolf has a clear focus. He knows that he needs to create the space to live in, and he will protect it. Even he's willing to die for it if there is a threat or another wolf coming close. He will not allow it. He will fight himself to death to protect his area. Then he will invite the female wolf to come, and she will take care of the interior. For us human beings, it's exactly the same. Recently, when I was in Odessa, a man came up to me, being in my workshop, and said, after the story of the biology of the wolves, he came up to me and said, I knew there was always something wrong. He said, tell me, what is wrong? He said, I moved in with my girlfriend in her apartment, but now I know what I felt. Something is, according to our biology, not the way it should be. And he said, there's nothing I can do. I said, of course you can do something. You get a place and invite her to come, and you will feel different. So, this wolf has also this resoluteness. He knows what to do. But he has a clear focus on his task, that is protecting his area. Very simple, but very clear. We have so many things created, which makes us so confused. It's easy seeding in the ground, seeing the plant growing and harvesting our crop. That's a clear process for me. I am happier if the crop is inside the barn. But today I need to sit behind the computer. I don't even realize why am I doing this active. So in other words, I lose my roots. I lose my. I'm doing things not according to my biology. Then it is easily to burn out. And you see many people burned out nowadays.
No, but society is completely different. It needs the understanding. So afterwards you say that the women needs to take care about the outer things, about the material stuff, yes? And she needs to take care about the inside of the family. But so many women, they want to be expressed in their jobs. They want also to make money, or sometimes both of couples need to do that because one is not enough of providing that's enough. So aren't you telling that there is something wrong with that, or how can we adjust it to the society, because actually the society we live today is different?
Absolutely. I like to simplify things. You know, when a woman has also a task to make the money, be cooperative to her husband, to make the income beneficial enough to have a family. But we need to understand it is a masculine quality within the woman we are using. But it's not according to our biology. So I'm harming the basic feeling I have as a woman. But knowing this, it helps you to understand that you are forcing yourself in a non-biological mode. I'm bringing myself in a thing which is not very natural for me. when I know that, I realize that, then it is more easy for me to deal. But the majority of us don't realize that we are against our own biology. And that is having effects to us.
So what can we do as the men? Because we see that actually the men become more feminine, the women become more masculine.
Absolutely.
So being as the man, what we can do, how we can change it or affect it, at least in our own lives. So what can we do?
Clarity is the most important. You need to sit down with your partner and talk about things we are talking about here in this presentation. And you need to agree upon certain things. And maybe in a year or a certain period of time it needs to be adjusted, but you need to sit down and have that clarity and agree on both what you're doing. And even if you don't agree, the clarity is there. And it helps you to understand, okay, I'm not doing the things which is according to my biology, but I support it, I want it, I am willing to do it, I'm supportive to my husband, and the husband is supportive to the family in combination with his wife. And that is an agreement you make, but still, it is not our biology.
Okay, thank you. Another thing that was the relationship with parents. You put quite a lot of attention on our relationships in our families and the effects that we have. So what can you tell about this? And it's clear that we didn't come from the perfect families. But what can we do to harmonize these experiences that we have?
If I didn't get the harmonious relationship between my father and my mother, that means I am non-harmonious. There is no basic harmony within me. All I can do, I can go and train myself and find the answers why I am not in harmony with myself. I need to find examples in my world where I can see that something can be harmonious. Otherwise you will never get it. I need to have the examples. My mom and my dad are my roots of my life. I came through them. And of course, we all know there's hardly any perfect family, so to say. We need to deal with that. And we need to create so-called extra information, extra experience, that we come to understanding what was missing and how do I gain it.
Otherwise,
I stay in non-harmony. And I pass it on to my children. And that's what I'm not choosing for.
so what are the ways of doing that?
The ways of what?
Of healing finding this harmony and healing these relationships. Because mostly we see that there are a lot of claims to the parents. There is a lot of pain received from the parents. And finally, we don't know how to build our own relationships and our own families. Because from the other side, we are afraid of having the pain. From the different side, as you said, we didn't have an example, so we don't know how to do it properly.
Exactly.
We are not taught about that in school.
Exactly.
So how we can learn about it?
Well, what I use in my workshops, definitely in the masculine workshop, you know, in the beginning when I started to do this work and I talked about feminine behavior, some guys were looking at me, I'm not a woman, I'm a man. No clue that a man has also feminine qualities. So I gave them a long list of behaviors related to my yang side and related to my yin side. To be the full harmonious being, you have access to all that qualities. You can just turn them on, so to say. And you need to train yourself. Then you feel the full balanced person.
Okay, thank you, Tom.